Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 328. If you're writing a book or thinking about writing a book or trying to finish writing a book that you've been thinking about writing or something like that, or maybe you need help reaching more readers to let them know about your book, any of those things and more, you are in the right place. Good morning and happy Writer Wednesday. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh, also known as Christine Inc., Christine-Inc.com. Every day I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 18 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they can turn someone who barely sees themselves as a writer into a published author. Those things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. Classic. A book which people praise and don't read. Mark Twain. It's kind of funny. So once again, good morning. Happy Writer Wednesday. As many of you have probably realized the last few weeks, I have a new Writer Wednesday series that's happening here on the show. Every Wednesday, I'm giving you some of the highlights of my process of developing and writing books. And the best news is I'm doing it in the most actionable way possible. So rather than giving you a ton of details and content that might be hard for you to consume, especially in the format of the show here, and especially if you're on the go and taking me with you on your walks and drives and all the different ways that you guys listen to me. So instead of doing that, I'm going to pose 3 questions for each topic. So 3 questions that you can answer for each part of my book development and writing process. Every Wednesday for the next foreseeable future, I'll reveal one piece of my process, something that people normally work with me one-on-one via my book blueprint and book coaching services. I'll deliver each piece to you via 3 questions so you can get to work writing your book. So here we go. And today's topic is the marketing vision for your book, which is, quite simply, the intersection of what you know to be true about your book and how to communicate that to others in hope that they'll want to read it. So the marketing vision, my definition is the intersection of what you know to be true about your book and how to communicate that to others in hopes that they'll want to read it. And here are your 3 action questions on creating a marketing vision. Number 1, what is the most, and I'm going to use a bunch of words here, exciting, sexy, dramatic, scary, profound, mind-blowing, you know what I mean? The biggest thing about your book. So just for fun, take that promise. So find, it depends on your book, whether it's going to be the most exciting, sexy, dramatic, scary, profound, or mind-blowing, or any more things, So just find, the superlative, the most whatever about your book. Now take that thing, just for fun, and blow it up to the nth degree. Make it the most exciting, sexy, dramatic, scary, profound, mind-blowing, you know what I mean? So find the thing that is the most whatever about your book and just blow it up as if you're like the most egotistical salesperson on the entire planet. So you're promising, like, if this is a scary book, this is going to be literally the scariest book you have ever read in your entire life. So just go crazy and just massive creative exaggeration to just push your imagination to its limits. Now, after you've done that, and hopefully you had fun doing that, look at what you wrote as you. So now you're not the crazy egotistical salesperson anymore. You're like the normal author person again. But look at this crazy thing you wrote. Are there any potential nuggets of truth in this overly dramatic sales pitch that you've just concocted? That's your first question. Second question. What is your book's this meets this? So you've heard this, and this is how the people pitch books and movies, like in movies, it's Citizen Kane meets Animal House. I'm doing like purposefully funny ones, by the way, because that would be an interesting movie. Or for books, it's like George Orwell's 1984 meets The Notebook. Or a combination of the two, Caddyshack meets Moby Dick. I just think about that one for a moment. That would be hilarious. Okay. But seriously, and less hilariously, what is your this meets that? And it doesn't have to be just, a book meets a book, although, that's probably good if you're pitching to a publisher. But if you're self-publishing and you're doing your own marketing, you can have some fun and, pick movies. It's, this movie meets this book or this movie meets this movie. You can be creative, if you're not having to get the approval of a publisher or a marketing department. If you're doing that yourself, then all you're speaking to is your audience. So pick 2 things that will convey very clearly what your book is. It's this meets that to your audience. So that is your second question on your marketing vision. And number 3, what are 3 books that have been published in the past year that are most similar to yours? What are the similarities and differences, and what does your book improve on or do differently than the other three? So 3 comparables that have been published in the past year. And that's a key, by the way. Publishers, when you are doing a publishing proposal, when you're saying, my book is like this one, this one, this one, they are looking for recent ones. I think they say like 12 to 18 months in terms of books that you should list as comparables in your proposal, by the way. But for our exercise today, 3 books that have been published in the past year that are similar to yours. Similarities, differences, and what you do differently or better. And that's today's Writer Wednesday exercise. So 3 more questions next week. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. And as always, thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And I would love for you to drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook and say hello and let us know what your writing goals are and how we can support you, Inc. Authors on Facebook. Until tomorrow, happy writing.